to share.
Pray for me, Madura for me. Pray I find my way.
Hey friends, and welcome back. I hope you're doing fantastic. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is MsTopacJay. So in today's video, I decided to do my full face of makeup using my most favorite affordable makeup. If you're yet to subscribe and you're yet to join the fan band, make sure you subscribe by clicking the subscribe button down below. Turn on notification, please. And without further ado, let's jump straight into this video. Alright, so first we have primer. So the primer that I have been loving, and I literally only just got it recently, is the Rimmel London Fix and Perfect makeup primer. I really like this primer, and you would think because I've got oily combination skin, I would prefer the matte version, which I do have as well. It has a moisturizing effect to it. I've even used it as my moisturizer before. Yeah, I literally rub it like a moisturizer and I rub it all over my face, but most of the time I dab it into my skin. Someone told me about dabbing product into the skin lately, and I've been doing that. But if you have oily skin or oily combination skin, you can use the mattifying version, focus that on your T-zone, and then use this one right here and put it in the outer perimeter of your face. And it smells good. It actually smells like moisturizer, you know, and my face feels hydrated throughout the day. I like it. All right, so now let's go into brows. This is the Colourpop brow pencil. This is what I use whenever I'm going to work. Like, I don't wear makeup to work, but I try to do my brows because, you know, I kind of look a little bit without brows, so I try to do my brows, and this gives me a really nice natural brow, so I like this for that. Now, another brow products that I do want to mention is the NYX Tame and Frame Tinted Brow Pomade. This is in the shade Espresso. I like this brow pomade, but it's not my absolute favorite, which is why I didn't really like when I give it the first mention. And if you have the Colourpop brow pomade, yes, you're good to go. I don't have it. It's my sister's, and I can't bother going upstairs to go and get it and whatnot, so we're just gonna go ahead and use the Colourpop brow pencil to line my brows, and I'm going to fill it in with this NYX Tame and Frame Tinted Brow Pomade. And I really like this pencil because it has a spoolie, a good quality spoolie at the end, and it's very affordable. The pencil itself is very nice and precise. Don't twist it up too much though, because you'll break it, and don't use it a lot because you're going to finish it in about a week. I've done that before. Stroke. Oh, this is in the shade Black and Brown, by the way, and I'm just gonna fill it in. Actually, why don't I reach for this? I think because my Benefit has become my all-time favorite right now, because this tinted brow pomade is actually really nice. I always forget it until I pick it up again. Why do I do that? Don't go chasing waterfall. I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast. That's stuck in my head this morning. Scrub the spoolie and brush it up. I don't always add products to the front of my brows until the very end, because the very end I noticed that I do need to like tweak it a little bit, which is why sometimes I like to line my brows, leave it until the very end, and then fill it in at the very end of my makeup. But let's just fill it in now, and then I'm just gonna fix it later on. All right, I'm not gonna bother cleaning up my brows and all that. I'm just gonna like continue and just go. Actually, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but let's just go straight into concealer, because we're going to go ahead and do eyeshadow. My favorite concealer at the moment is the Makeup Revolution, or I think they just know that's Revolution now. Is the Revolution Concealer Define Concealer. I love these concealers. I say these concealers because I have different colors in them. I have the color C13, I have the color C12, I also have the color C10. I think it was C10 that finished recently that I even bought another one, or yeah, no, it was C12 that finished and I bought another one. That's how much I like it. And usually when I finish a product, I try not to replace it. I try not to replace it so I can use the other products that I do on, but this one I felt the need to replace it. So I am going to go ahead and use the color C12 to prep my lid. I'm also going to take it up to my brow bone as well. I'm gonna prep the lid for eyeshadow. Oh, I think this is the one that's finished. See, this one is finished, going in the empties box. This one is new. I just really like the applicator. I like the concealer itself. It can dry really quickly, so you need to be careful about that. But as an eyeshadow base, girl, it works really nice as an eyeshadow base. I just really like it, and you don't really need to set this concealer if you're using it to prep your eyelid, I'm telling you. Okay, so now to eyeshadow. I've been really having a really tough time trying to decide which eyeshadow palette I'm going to use in today's video, because I have a lot of affordable eyeshadow palettes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use Shaaanxo, the Remix palette, because out of all these palettes, this is my absolute absolute most favorite. The one she did in collaboration with BH Cosmetics. If you don't know Shaaanxo is, she's a New Zealand-based content creator, and she came out with this 18 color eyeshadow palette. Do you see that? Double-sided, and they eat both sides as a mirror. So I am going to be using the shade Stalker, which is like a salmon, I don't know, shade. What is that? Fuchsia? I don't know what kind of, it's a pink type of shade anyway. This one right here, and I'm just going to apply this all over my crease. So I'm picking up the shade Baby Girl, and I'm just going to really brighten up the crease area right here, bring it a little bit lower. Yes, the shade right here, that's really bright pink. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up the shade Silhouette, the shade right here on the other side. It looks like a black shade, but it's not. It's more on the gray side. I don't know, that's my best explanation. Still using the same brush, and I'm just gonna apply it in the outer corner right here. Yes, this is what you call a good color palette, you know? Like you're blending it and it's not running away from you. It's staying with you. It's like, I got you, girl, you know? You do have a little bit of a kick up in the palette though. All right, so now I need to cut my crease. I'm looking for that cut crease tool and I've lost it. Can you tell me why it took me about 10 minutes? Like I literally searched for this bloody thing for about 10 minutes. The cut creaser thingamajiggy. Only to realize that it was right here in the drawer that I opened, by the way, and I found it after I've applied the shimmer on my lid, after I've cut my crease with concealer. Why? What were you doing in there? Anyway, so as you can see, I've already applied, you know, I've already cut my crease, and I went in with a shade Island Glow, the shimmer shade in the palette. Kind of like a desert color shimmer shade basically. Okay, and then I cleaned up a little bit using a brush, and then I applied lashes, and here we are, girl. So let's go straight into the face. And for the face, I'm gonna use my all-time favorite foundation, and I'm so sad about this because it's about to finish. I think it's gonna finish in today's video, and I won't be able to get this until I go back to the UK, because even if you can find the foundation in Australia, this shade I haven't been able to find yet. This is a sleek Lifeproof foundation. This is in the shade LP19. This is one of those foundations that whenever I have one, you guys always say my face looks nice and smooth, that you like my base. It's so smooth looking. It's medium to full coverage. You can kind of make it light coverage as well, but it's so natural on the skin. It's so lightweight. It's like it's natural, but yet you kind of feel a little bit beat, but not too beat. And for oily skin, it's really nice, all controlling. I did a foundation test on this. I've been using this non-stop. It comes with this squeezy tube. It's a 30ml squeezy tube. So the claim they have for it is medium to full coverage, sweat proof and oil free. Yes, I've worn it when I'm really sweaty, and it does not separate on me. When they say sweat proof, they're not saying you're not gonna sweat, just in case that's what you're thinking of. I don't think people think like that, but just in case, they're not saying you're not gonna sweat. They're saying that if you sweat, it's going to stay put. The foundation is not going to separate, and that's what I love about this. It does not separate, which is why I gave away my Fenty Beauty foundation, because when I do sweat, because I mainly sweat in my mouth area right here, when I do, it just separates, and I just had to get, I was like, nah, this one right here does not separate on my skin when I do sweat, and it applies beautifully with both a brush and a beauty sponge or a beauty blender or whatnot as well. Oh, this video is not sponsored. They don't know who I am. I wish they did, so they can send me this foundation, honey, because I can't get it here in Australia. But yeah, if you work for Sleek, please tell them my name. My name is MsTopacJay, aka Esther. I have a YouTube channel, Instagram as well, and I've been raving about this foundation since I got it. Hi. Nice to meet you. Okay, here we are. Foundation is applied. Babes, this foundation can take me on a date, and it doesn't even have to propose, and I'll say yes before I even ask. Literally, I love this foundation. It just feels so nice on the skin. Alright, so for concealer, we're going to be using the Revolution Concealer Defy Concealer. I'm going to be combining the shade C13, which is kind of a little bit close to my skin tone. And then I'm also going to be mixing it with the shade C12. It has a nice longevity to it. It's kind of medium to full, but more so on the medium side type of coverage. It does feel lightweight, and it's not like too drying under the eyes. I would recommend this. It's affordable as well. And I believe they're coming out, yeah, that's right. They are coming out with a foundation version of this. I would pick it up, but I'm I'm being serious about the spending ban. I'm on a spending ban on Makeup Revolution because I bet you the minute I buy the foundation, they'll release a new product the day after or whatever. So I'm not doing that. Okay, here we go. Concealer's been applied, and I'm trying not to like talk expressively too much because when I do, my under eye kind of like goes, you know, and then we're gonna have more creasage there, so we're gonna have to be careful and just talk like this, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and set it, and to set it, I'm going to be using, you guys probably already know which powder I'm gonna be picking up. It's the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. It's lightweight, it has a good longevity to it as well. It's just so soft. It's smooth. It's so smooth. I love it. So I'm gonna be using it shade 30 medium deep. As you guys can see, I'm going in like blending out the concealer before I go ahead and set it. You want to make sure you do that. Make sure everything is nice and smooth. Do you see that? You see I have the natural line there? I want to make sure I blend the concealer inside that line to make sure nothing is settled into it, because I don't like the way it looks throughout the day. I'm gonna pick up the powder, kind of blow it off a little bit, because you know when you do pick up powder, sometimes it can pick up a little bit chunky on top of the sponge. So I want to make sure I pick up a smooth layer and not like chunky like this. Gonna apply it and keep dabbing it in until it's melted into my skin. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with, you see I haven't even set the foundation. I don't really need to set it because I kind of like to look a little bit radiant-ish on this, like on the perimeter of my face, mainly this area. I don't want to look too matte all around because I'm happier than anything. So I'm gonna go straight in with the Covergirl Queen Collection Ebony bronzer, and y'all know I use this a lot. Do you see this? This is the first one that I bought. I do have a second one, and I'm trying not to finish it too quickly because once the second one is finished, I won't be able to get it until I go to the US. If you do have any other affordable bronzer that you can recommend for me, please do so. I would really appreciate it because I need good affordable bronzer. So I am going to pick up the bronzer. It's just a really nice hue to the face. Do you see the color we picked up? And I'm just gonna bronze with it. Just keep applying it in circular motion and my cheekbone to my ear, bring it down, kind of start it as my first step blush, you know. Then I'm gonna go in circular motion around the perimeter of my face. Do you see that? And I'm going to use this to contour my nose, just next to where the powder is. I'm gonna bring it up to my brow bone. So now we're gonna go ahead and blush, and I'm sure you all are not surprised by the blush products I'm going to use if you've been paying attention. Who am I? I'm going to be using the E.L.F blush palette in the shade Dark. This is the one and only palette that I ever bought that I felt content with, satisfied with, literally. I love the packaging of this, and the formula of this blush is really pretty. It's nicely pigmented. If you've never used blush before, if you're worried about using blush, because I was really worried about it, just pick this up. It's a really nice beginner friendly blush palette, especially if you're a beginner to blush. I'm gonna bring it up, and I like to bring it up here too. So an highlighter I've been loving lately is the Revolution Pro Supreme Highlighter in the shade Metal. Oh, this highlighter right here, love it. The only thing is the shades are a little bit crumbly in the palette itself, but on the face it's really nice, and it is quite affordable and popping on the face. Quite pigmented, you need to be careful. So I apply it on with one side of the brush, and then I switch and start blending it because it is pigmented. Blend it out. Let me just top up my brow bone, even though I'm gonna fix my brows in a second. So now I'm gonna go back in with my blush and pick up the shade right here and just blend on top of the highlighter, because I kind of like to mix any highlighter that I use with the blush that I've applied, so you can have like that pinkish and fade into whatever color highlighter I'm using, you know. Just gonna lightly brush it on top right there. For the under eye, I'm going to pick up a pointy brush. This is from Primark, and I'm always very simple with the under eye. I'm just gonna pick up the shade Stoker, the pinkish shade, and just smudge this in my lower lash line, to be honest. Here we are. What do you babes think came together nicely. I love it when I achieve a nice, beautiful makeup look without like spending too much money on the products. I just love it. Have you tried any of the products that I showed you babes in today's video? Let me know in the comment section down below. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Today's feminine notification is Lenny Mini Mani Mo. I believe that is your name. I love that name. Thank you so much for your support, babe. Thank you for coming to my videos. Thank you for turning your post notifications on. Thank you for being part of the fembam. I appreciate you fembams as well. And as always, whatever doing to love yourself, and I'll see you in my very next video. Bye. I noticed I've been saying whatnot a lot. I need to stop that. Anyway, so first let's go into moisturizer. Nope. Okay, here we go. If you see a little black thing poking up, it's my mind. It's the NYX Tame and Fame. Tame and Fame. Tame and Fame. Of course I've lost it. You have got to be kidding me. I used it on Binge the other day. Where is it? On Mondays. Today's feminine. So thanks for watching, babes. As I said, I can't speak. Every time I get tongue-tied. I'm feeling myself right now. I didn't blend that properly. Do you see that? I blended this side properly, but I didn't blend. It's not the palette, it's me. I didn't blend this side properly. I think I just, still look good. Don't care. Hey, to do something, forget it. We got a lot to